Have you ever felt dirty or anxious after you did this deed? Well, in this case, those are signs that you need to stop it. Go on dates if you want, but don't make this your priority. Regardless of what you want to achieve in life as a man, I think you have to start with these 7, and you should not stop until you have full control over these. Number 1, pornography. Okay, it's either this or something someone could call an addiction, like gambling, drinking, or drugs. Now, there are addictions that you may have that are not necessarily good for you, but they're not as harmful as porn or like the other addictions I've mentioned before. However, I think porn is extremely common, and I think it's more common than gambling or drugs or even alcohol. Now, the problem about porn is that it's something so normalized and accepted by the society, something seen as almost innocent, if you will. Like, it's not a big deal, everyone is doing it, it's not a big deal. However, I bet for many of you watching, porn is interfering with your life, and if you're honest with yourself, it negatively affects your life. And you might even feel dirty because of this. Probably you tried to quit many times, and in that case, I salute you, even if you haven't succeeded yet. I'm not talking to you in this case because whether you succeeded yet or not in quitting this, you are aware of the harmful effects it has upon you if you already tried to quit. I'm talking to the people who still think porn is harmless. And if that is you, then I challenge you to try and stay away from it for 2 weeks or a month and just see how you feel. And if you can successfully do that, I'm 100% confident that you will see a massive improvement in the quality of your life. And don't trust me, try it. Number 2, pleasuring yourself. Usually this goes hand in hand. Listen to me. You have to stop doing this. Have you ever felt dirty or anxious after you did this deed? Well, in this case, those are signs that you need to stop it. Doing this will take away any desire to do productive work. It will take away your focus. It will give you the identity of a weak man. And maybe you say, no, it doesn't. On an unconscious level, you can feel it. It's not a masculine thing to do. If you think I'm crazy, go ahead, but give it a try. Stop for 2 weeks or a month and see how you feel. And I'm not saying don't make love with your wife. Do that, I don't care. Just don't do this. Don't make love with yourself. Give it 2 weeks and see how you feel. Number 3, caring to fit in and caring what others think. If you want to fit in at all times, you are doing this at the cost of your own success. Try to be as society expects you to be, and you will end up where society wants you to be. And that's not a problem if that's really what you want, but it will be a problem if that's not really what you want. It will be a problem for the rest of your life. If you study to become a doctor because that's what your family expects of you, but you really want to be a real estate agent and you cannot possibly find anatomy interesting, you'd probably be better off becoming a real estate agent, or else your life could be misery day in and day out. So don't be so influenced by what others think, say, or expect of you. Don't do that just so you can run away from a confrontation, because in the long run, it will cost you more than you can afford. Number 4, consumerism and keeping up with the Joneses. Again, this one goes hand in hand with the previous one, and I'll prove it to you. I just ask you to be honest with yourself. If you were alone in the world, no one else sees you, but somehow you still have to work for everything. You'll still have to pay for a house if you wanted one, you'll still have to pay for a car if you wanted one, a phone if you wanted one, etc. But again, no one sees you because you're the only one in the world. Will you still buy a $50,000 car if you're only making $3,000 a month? If your answer is no, then you probably buy things more to impress others than buying them because you really want them or need them. If your answer is yes, I think that's strange. And I'd like to know why, so let me know in the comment section why. But consumerism is going to consume you. It will limit your resources to really become successful. And when I talk resources, I'm talking about money and time, which actually is the same thing because money is time. You work a certain amount of hours to make a certain amount of money. Number 5, chasing women left and right. Now, I'm not saying don't have a girlfriend, but if you chase a woman or women all the time, then you're not gonna have any more time to focus on yourself, focus on educating yourself, developing your skills, developing your business, and so on. Go on dates if you want, but don't make this your priority. And don't do anything too special just to impress someone. Just be you. If they're impressed, perfect. If they're not, that's fine as well. Number 6. Hating to have a routine, predictable type of lifestyle.
I'm spontaneous, wow.
That's not necessarily a quality. Spontaneity is seen as sexy, but it will not make you successful. A routine, organized, inside the boundaries type of lifestyle will. I am not spontaneous. I have certain tasks that I need to complete in any given day. I have a list of things I need to do every day, and in 95% of the cases, no one can call me and make me change my plans in the middle of the day. Being organized and having a routine will get you closer to achieving your goals. Number 7. Sleep, diet, and lack of sports. If you miss those 3 for long enough, the effects will be very difficult to revert. You might not see their effects instantly like you would with the other points I've presented in this video, and that is also the reason why it's sometimes very difficult to be disciplined with those 3: sleep, diet, and sports. Because it's mostly about prevention, and very few care about prevention because most care only about solving the problem at hand. You are a Ferrari, at least you were born a Ferrari. Most of you. So take good care of your body and mind. You only have one. You have to do some type of sports at least 2 or 3 times a week. Have a good sleep hygiene and a relatively healthy diet. Alright, this was the last one of the 7. I hope this video helped you and inspired you to take action. If it did, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one.